This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 23rd day of April in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. The 4 government ministers who earlier this month announced their resignations because of their dual citizenship will officially be giving up their portfolios and seats in Parliament this week. President David Granger chaired today's cabinet meeting, and News Source understands that he will make an announcement before Friday's parliamentary sitting. Although the government announced the resignation of the 4 ministers on the 1st of April, the resignations did not take immediate effect, and the 4 have been continuing with their ministerial duties. With the president's return to the country and the National Assembly set to meet this week, the coalition is set to announce the new MPs who will fill the 4 seats. The portfolios for the 4 government ministers are likely to be taken up by other cabinet colleagues, and the resigned ministers are likely to take up new roles in the government. 3 of the 4 government ministers, Carl Greenidge, Joe Harmon, and Dr. Rupert Ripnarine, who have resigned, are also expected to begin steps to give up their foreign citizenship. The 4th minister, Dominic Gaskin, was born in the United Kingdom. On the opposition side, its 3 members of parliament who are dual citizens are also expected to be replaced. 2 of the 3 have already resigned from parliament. More news coming up in just a moment.
Do you love me? 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 Now I can dance. Watch me now.
You ask for it, you go for it. GTT Plus Star Singing Competition is here. Do you think you have what it takes to win? It's Plus Star Singing with Plus Star ratings. Auditions open on April 26 and 27 at Duke Lodge from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit gtt.co.gy for details. GTT Plus Star.
The future is green. Let's help you experience the future with easy financing for your business or home. Be it for solar energy, water treatment recycling, water filters, energy-saving appliances, or wind power projects. Enjoy competitive interest rates, fast approvals, and discounted lending services fees, low equity contribution, and flexible repayment. Visit us for details or go to www.gbtibank.com or email us at banking@gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
One night, great vibes, nice time. It's the Big People Party again for Linden Town Week. On Thursday, April 25, you'll find out Big Man got luck. No. It's the official Big People Party with Super Ray one-man band, Buster one-man band, and DJ Akilo with all the throwback hits all night. Join Bill Mosley at the Mackenzie Bandstand in Linden. One night, great vibes, nice time. It's the Big People Party, Big Man got luck. Thursday, April 25, compliments of Banks Bear. This is Banks Country.
Linden Town Week isn't just the biggest events, the best fets, the most action, cultural shows, exhibition, food, music, sports, and anything you can dream of. Linden Town Week 2019 begins from Saturday the 20th of April to Wednesday the 1st of May. For more information, contact the Linden Town Week Secretariat on 444-2200 or follow the Linden Maritime Council's Facebook page.
Welcome back. President David Granger has completed his full regimen of treatment for non-Hodgkin lymphoma and is being encouraged by his doctors to be cautious with his workload and public engagements in the coming days. The president spent Easter Sunday morning in church at the St. Matthew's Parish Church at Providence. After the sermon was delivered, the president offered thanks to the nation for prayers and well wishes during his illness. He said he is still recovering.
As you know, congregation, for the last 6 months I have been fighting this disease of cancer, and I'd like to thank you for your prayers and your good wishes. It has been a bit of a marathon, it's not a sprint, and I'm not fully recovered, but with the inspirational sermon we had today from Father Ayo, I'm sure that I'll be encouraged to continue to fight this disease, and I hope that my recovery is not too long from now.
President Granger reminded the congregation that Easter is the most significant event on the Christian calendar, adding that Guyana will become better if more attention is paid to the message of Easter.
My hair is starting to grow back. At the beginning of this month of April, I was completely bald, so I'm now starting to recover. But I have a lot of hope. I've been a Christian all my life, and I'm very confident that the message of Jesus, that the mission of Jesus on earth is a mission and a message that could be taken to all countries. And he has come thousands of miles across the sea, from Lagos to Georgetown, Father Ayo. And if there were more people going to church, observing Easter, without the drinking, without the sporting, Guyana would be a better place.
President Granger returned to Guyana on Saturday after completing his radiotherapy treatment in Cuba. He had earlier completed his chemotherapy treatment also in Cuba. Spending at the University of Guyana is coming under the microscope as an audit of the university is set to get on the way in a matter of days. There have been widespread complaints from university staff members about the spending practices by the UG administration. It has been pointed out by some staffers that while the university is seeing an increase in its subvention from government and an increase in tuition fees being paid, it still finds itself facing financial problems. The Education Ministry last week called in the Auditor General's office to carry out the financial probe. The administration of the university has said that it welcomes the opportunity to clear the air on the allegations and assertions by the unions and other individuals regarding its spending and financial management. A 30-year-old Canal No. 1 man is expected to face the court this week to answer to the charges of causing death by dangerous driving and driving under the influence of alcohol. A family from the same West Bank Demerara community has been thrown into mourning after the vehicle that was being driven by the 30-year-old man slammed into a husband and wife and their children, resulting in the death of the wife. The dead woman has been identified as Angel Barry. According to a police report, the family was walking along the Canal No. 1 public road on Sunday afternoon when the speeding motor lorry slammed into them while attempting to overtake another vehicle. The woman suffered most of the injuries. The driver of the motor lorry was administered with a breathalyzer test and found to be intoxicated. He was immediately placed under arrest. The probe continues this evening. A pedestrian has become the latest road accident victim in the country. The Guyana Police Force reported this afternoon that at around 10:45 this morning, 30-year-old Stanley Brown reportedly walked onto the main roadway at number 11 Village Purbeese from behind a parked vehicle and was struck down by a motor car. Reports state that the man was struck down as the driver of the car swerved and attempted to avoid a collision on the roadway. The pedestrian fell onto the front windscreen of the car, shattering it. As a result of the impact, he rolled onto the roadway and was rushed to the New Amsterdam hospital, where he died while medical attention was being provided. The police report said the driver of the car was taken into custody. No trace of alcohol was found in his system. An investigation has been launched. The Mother and Daughter Pageant 2019 is set to take place on May 11th at the National Cultural Center, bringing together 22 pairs of contestants to experience the superpower of love. It will be the 28th hosting of the show, and according to pageant directors Mrs. Ingrid Fung and her daughter Dr. Sulan Fung Brown, the event will maintain its high standard while providing good entertainment.
And we have 22 pairs of mothers and daughters in 3 categories. And they are working very, very hard, rehearsing to get ready for this spectacular event. Nigel Supermarket, the new Nigel Supermarket, may I say add, they will be having a slot on stage where they will present prizes to the winners. So we have the pre-show activities and the show activities.
The show has been around for quite a number of years, but this is the 28th production. So for as long as I've been alive, I've known about Mother and Daughter. It started with Mom and a few other persons, and now today, Mom and I are producing the show together. And this year our theme is the superpower of love. We always like to orient our show around the theme of love. This year, I see through Movie Town, a lot of adults are into the superheroes and all these other Avengers and all these other things. So this year, I want to talk to the people in a language they know. And even though these superheroes and everybody has their own strengths, if you demonstrate love, it will be the best strength ever demonstrated.
A number of companies have signed on as major sponsors for the event. Among them are Movie Town and the new Nigel supermarket. Company representatives said they are pleased to be celebrating motherhood at the Mother and Daughter pageant.
Well, Movie Town is really proud to be a part of the Mother and Daughter pageant. The Movie Town red carpet, the first year, and also the first year Movie Town is actually going to be in Guyana for Mother's Day. When you think of Movie Town, it's all about family. It's all about bringing the family. There are so many things for the family to do at Movie Town. And then the Mother and Daughter, it's the pageant where the mothers and the daughters, they will go there, but it's not all about them, it's where the family go to support. So the entire collaboration of Movie Town and the Mother and Daughter pageant is something that we are really excited to be a part. And as Sudan would have told me today, we've now been married to each other. So Movie Town is looking forward to this collaboration.
I just want to say that New Nigels is really proud to be a part of this collaboration. I think that it's amazing to partner with such a prestige pageant, and by bringing back New Nigels into the market, I think this is the best thing to do. And we just want to show the country and the economy that we appreciate mothers, and we have so much going on just for the mothers. Like, we even have our own Mommy and Me promotion.
This year's event will also feature a pre-show hang and red carpet show at the National Cultural Center. Tickets are already available at the National Cultural Center and the new Nigel's supermarket. Across the region is coming up next.
GUYANESE is a proud Guyanese-owned and Guyanese-operated company, serving our nation for over 42 years. All the profits remain in Guyana and are used for the development of our country. So when you buy fuel and lubricants from GUYANESE, you are directly contributing to Guyana's economic development. Let's continue to build this nation together. Fuel up and drive with Super 95 from GUYANESE.
Fuel it up and drive!
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Across the region right now, Trinidad and Tobago's murder toll for the year so far has climbed to 158. After 9 people were killed during the long Easter weekend, the police have confirmed. The death toll stood at 150 for the corresponding period last year. The murders in Trinidad forced Jamaica reggae superstar Buju Banton to ask Trinidadians what is going on at his show over the weekend. Police said they are still trying to identify the bodies of 2 people who were shot following the Buju Banton concert. They said the 2 were found in a vehicle in Laventel and may have been killed after dropping home someone in the volatile area and may not have been recognized as being regular residents of that community. Police said 5 people were killed on Sunday night. In Colombia, rescue workers have found 11 bodies buried in the mud after a landslide hit the Colombian town of Rosas on Sunday. The number of people killed in the town in southwestern Cauca province has risen to 28. At least 2 people are still missing, but emergency workers say hopes of finding anyone alive are slim. Landslides are common in Colombia, and houses built on steep hillsides are at particular risk during the country's rainy season. In April of 2017, more than 250 people were killed when a landslide hit the town of Mocoa in the Putumayo province in Colombia. And finally tonight, the head of Sudan's Military Transitional Council has told the BBC that the army will not use force against protesters who wanted to leave power. The head of the army spoke as African leaders extended their ultimatum for the military to organize a return to civilian rule. The army had warned it would remove protesters camped outside its headquarters. President Omar al-Bashir was ousted from power on the 11th of April after 30 years. Protesters accused the military of being remnants of the ousted longtime ruler. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.